earlier this year, we packed our bags and hit the road with our dog, Aoki, and drove all the way from Montreal, Quebec to Halifax, Nova Scotia. That's about 12 hours of driving and only 1,300 kilometers. But oh boy, it was worth it because I love exploring different corners of my country with my doggo in tow. So if you're curious about Halifax, where to go with your dog, where to dine, and where the best spots are, keep on watching. If you're new here, my name is Anais and this is Aoki, my red sesame Shiba Inu. I love sharing everything dog related and everything in between. Halifax is located in Nova Scotia, one of the 3 maritime provinces of Canada. Our entire road trip was planned over 11 days and we spent 2 exploring Halifax. At some point during this 12-hour drive, we literally had to cross King's Landing. If you know, you know. But we made it safe and sound and I could tell Aoki was very excited about that fresh maritime air. With that being said, Halifax welcomed us with rainy weather and dense fog, which is not ideal when you want to explore a city, especially with your dog. But we made it work and we kicked things off with a tour of the Citadel where all dogs are allowed and they even do live demonstrations on how things were back then. I mean, Aoki was pretty into it. He was listening to the lady and being such a good boy. What's pretty cool is that the Citadel is located in the heart of downtown Halifax, which was a strategic location, offering a view of Halifax Harbour to the soldiers. The Citadel dates back to 1869 and you can immerse yourself in the social and military history of Halifax. Not only you can bring your dog, but they are also parented in indoor spaces and exhibits, but they're not in the food service areas, which totally makes sense. Remember to clean up after your pet and keep them on a leash. And if you don't want to pay $13 to go in, you can at least bring your dog to see the robot lawnmowers. They'll be mesmerized. That chilly weather got us in the mood for some hot coffee, so we headed to one close to the Citadel, about 5 minutes drive away or 20 minutes walk. A lot of dog-friendly cafes were closed on that day, but we found this one that accepted dogs on their patio, which is not always the case in Halifax or Montreal. Okay, so their coffee was pretty decent, it was okay, but the main event was the cakes and the pastries. We opted for a cookie, which literally got eaten in a second. I didn't even get to film it, but this vegan coconut and turmeric cake was so good. It was one of the best cakes I've had ever. You can see the coconut. After this, we needed a walk, so we drove to Point Pleasant Park, which is kind of a small Stanley Park. If you went to Vancouver, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Point Pleasant Park is situated in the south end of the Halifax Peninsula, and it is a 75-acre wooded area, which is a great spot for running, biking, and walking your dog. The trail that we wanted to do was prohibited to dogs after 10 a.m., which I'm not too sure why, so we couldn't do it, but we let Aoki explore, we played with him, and that was perfect because we didn't do much in the morning. That means that Aoki needed to spend his energy, and that place was great to do so. And guess what? Right next to Point Pleasant Park is the Halifax Waterfront, where you can grab a drink, get some food, and do some shopping. And if you're not into that, you can simply walk along the boardwalk with your dog, soak in the ocean smell, enjoy the harbor mood and the scenery. I would say that walking from one end of the harbor to the other takes about an hour or so, but the good news is that the harborfront is pretty dog friendly. They provide poo bags, there's a lot of bins installed, and some businesses also offer dogs some water. Total side note, J.K. Rowling was in town and we might have seen her. This activity was by far my favorite because the waterfront has different sections which make it so dynamic, and you can take your time, visit their different shops and enjoy the beautiful scenery. I would recommend you to park near Pier 22 because they have a lot of parking there, and walk your way up to this more fancy part of the harborfront. This spot is full of cool restaurants and the stairs that lead to the ocean are so fun. Can you imagine letting your dog swim in the summer? But watch out for sharks. It was aperitivo time and we went to the Garrison Brewery, which was on our way back to the car. The vibe is pretty industrial, but really nice. At this point, Aoki was slammed. He just wanted to sit down in a quiet corner. So we found a place where he could relax and people watch. The staff was so nice. They provided a fresh water bowl to Aoki. And that's that. After that, we called it a night and went back to camp. The next day was rainy again, so we kept it pretty simple and started the day with a nice cup of coffee. The daily grind is located at the harbourfront again. You can tell we love that area. That place is super cozy and their chai latte is so yum. After that, we wanted to do the Alexander Keith's brewery visit, but found out that dogs are not allowed. But we still wanted to try more locally crafted beer. We found the Oxford while researching for cool breweries, and we really wanted to try because they are pet friendly. And they mean it. The place is so well decorated, the vibe is so nice. We tried 2 of their beers and had some tacos with them. They even have a corner store where you can purchase their huge selection of crafted beers. Plus, they love dogs. There you go, this was our Halifax dog-friendly guide. Let me know if you have any additional recommendations, I'd love to know. Next time we'll go to Cape Breton and let's say that trip was full of surprises. If you're still here, consider subscribing and dropping a comment because it really helps our channel grow. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you all on the next one.
I'm out of breath.